Artwork just in the closet or in storage doesn't help anybody else. It's got to be shared in order to have impact. There's a lot of upheaval. We've been reminded of a lot of the racism that we used to think had fallen under the radar. And now we know that it was not really that far beneath the radar. But it also reminds us that when people become aware of that, that sometimes they force themselves to look at things a little differently than they looked at them before. Every piece of artwork approaches the subject in a different way. There are pieces of artwork that specifically talk about people getting together to do certain things that they like doing. And there is one that's just really a stark piece of separation artwork, and it's the picture of that lion behind a fence. A lot of it reminds people of the things that maybe they're doing right now naturally that do bring them together. For instance, I've got a piece up there of ballet shoes, brown legs with ballet shoes, and the ballet shoes are of African print. But what it is, it also speaks to the fact that different people's cultures, the art forms that they appreciate, they can actually come together to enjoy each other's art forms.
Well, all of my photography, it's interesting, has been kind of a discovery. I feel like I'm finally getting to know the place I've lived for 40 years. I wondered if photographically I could capture something of the spirit of coming together when times were tough. I already had pictures from some neighborhoods that I liked, but I decided to try to get pictures of people from all 66 neighborhoods of Dayton. So I got invited to Christmas parties and block parties, neighborhood functions of all kinds. It was great. And at the end, the hardest part was to just pick one picture from each neighborhood. And that's what we have here, is one photo from each neighborhood of Dayton, 66 photos in all. And hopefully people get a feel for the town and maybe a little bit of the feeling we all had when we came together. I'm constantly amazed at all the things that are going on in Dayton that I really didn't understand before.
Having a healthy arts community means that people are free to express themselves. It's one form of expression, and art can give people a voice, and I'm providing an opportunity for people to express their ideas and to think about issues that maybe they don't usually think about. There's maybe not a place to talk about those, and visually it's sometimes easier for people. There's different kinds of social capital. There's the bonding, and that's like with like, and then the bridging, which is different, uniting. And I thought, especially for these times, that bridging was really important. So that I wanted to talk more about the metaphor of bridges. So bringing communities together, bringing people together, and focusing on what unites us rather than all the things that divide us. People can recognize their similarities and respect their differences when they look at an artwork like this or participate in it, because there's room for lots of different perspectives, and there's a lot of similarities when you start looking at the work. So I hope that people come away with the idea that we can bridge our differences.
I think it's just a reminder of all of the things we're going through right now, through politics and life in general. I think they get out of it, first of all, becoming familiar with the amount of artistic talent that is found here in the Dayton area. I hope they'll get an enjoyment out of the artwork itself. And once again, they'll be together no matter who they are, where they live in the city, and they'll be enjoying something together. And even when they look at a picture, they may come to their own conclusions as to what that picture means to them as opposed to what the artist intended. So I think it's going to mean a lot to a lot of people.